All right, this is the first episode of the podcast. It's Wednesday, November 29th, 2017. So, I guess the first topic of today, if you could even call it a topic, first topic of the entire show. Apparently, the former SS Junior Squad officer, I'm not even going to try to pronunciate this guy's name or the unit that he was in, despite never killing anybody, he faces 4 years in prison after a German court ruled that the 96-year-old man is fit to serve his time. Groening was convicted on 300,000 counts of accessory to murder at Auschwitz in July 2015 and handed down the sentence of imprisonment. The court case is considered one of the last major Holocaust trials. So basically, they're trying to send this old man to jail for no other reason than the fact that he was working for the Nazi regime, even though you didn't really have a choice. You could either do that or you could die. But, the left wing has become so caught up in virtue signaling, letting everybody know that, we hate Nazis and we don't support white supremacy and blah, 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 that they're punishing an old man for no other reason than, well, we can't get Hitler, so let's just get him. It's ridiculous. He's an old man. There's literally nothing he can do. He can't harm anyone. He can only harm himself. He's an old man. He's brittle. He's weak. He can't do shit. What have you accomplished by putting this guy in jail for like 5 years? Sure, you impressed your liberal friends, but beyond that, what have you really done? You haven't done anything. Congratulations, you just put an old man in jail for 5 years. I just don't understand why the left wing is so caught up, especially Europe, left wing Europe, which is basically the majority of it, Western Europe, are so caught up with virtue signaling and letting everyone know that we don't support white male supremacy. No shit, we already know you don't support white male supremacy. Jesus Christ, you don't have to constantly say it. You don't have to put an old man in jail for 5 years just because he was working for the Nazis. He didn't have a choice. Just like I wouldn't have a choice if I got drafted. I could be blackmailed. They could say, okay, well, we won't support your family. We'll fucking kill you. We'll kill your family. Anything could happen. We all agree that the Nazi regime was evil. Don't you think maybe his family was threatened if he didn't want to serve in the war? Or just, what was his job? He was just a secretary, apparently. All he did was just count fucking money. If that's even the job of a secretary. I don't know what. He worked as a bookkeeper until the SS made it so desk jobs were reserved for injured veterans, and that fit members in administrative roles were to be subjected to more challenging duties, basically sent to the front lines. But this guy didn't even. If he killed anyone, he killed the enemy in war. He didn't kill any innocent prisoners in the concentration camps. So I don't understand what you've achieved by sending this guy to jail. You fucking assholes. You haven't accomplished anything. You just sent an old man to jail to virtue signal about how great an anti-Nazi you are. An old man. Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, this is just fucking crazy. If it had been a black guy that fought for fucking Mugabe or some other fucking lunatic in Africa or Asia or something, they'd be like, oh, well, it's okay because, if he hadn't fought for that guy, guess what? He would have been killed or his family would have been killed. Obviously, why did they get a pass but the white guy doesn't get a pass? This race shit is really gonna bite people in the ass. Because in case you don't fucking remember, white people are still the majority in the Americas, the United States of America, and in Europe. If they get pissed, and there's not shit anyone can do about it. So, in your haste to fucking piss off white people, how about you just calm down and treat everyone like, they're equal? Like we've been trying to for the past, 50, 60 fucking years. Jesus Christ. To be honest, like I honestly, I don't understand what happened. Like, what is the left wing's fucking problem? Like, seriously, what do they want that they have to get by jeopardizing all of Western society? Seriously, what's so important that you need that you have to cause division between men and women and races? Like, what are you trying to fucking achieve? Some people think the Jews are trying to achieve world domination. Some people think the New World Order is on its way. Some people think that fucking it's all the Jews. I don't know what it is, but we can't go along with it. Stop going along with it. This is not okay. Okay, if you posting shit like, white people tears on Twitter, stop that shit. Because if they did black people tears, you'd lose your fucking mind. So I'm about to go on CNN to see. So basically, Trump's behavior started raising questions of competency. I mean, to be honest, I was a supporter of Trump, but as of right now, I don't really care, because it's quite obvious that all presidents they're just tools. They're not really, they're not really. I mean, obviously, presidents don't have ultimate power, but Jesus fucking Christ, could you at least come through on something? Uh, he's coming through on the wall, but his behavior has pretty much made people question, like, is he even president material? And I would make the claim that he is president material. It's just he's so used to everything going his way or the highway that he just says whatever the hell it is he wants. And it's not like you can do anything to stop him. That's why he talks so reckless. He says whatever he wants because there's literally nothing you or anyone else can do to stop him. So, if he wants to tell someone's mom to go to hell on Twitter, which he didn't do, if he decides to tell someone that, he could. He and LeVar Ball got into a little bit of a spat on Twitter because LiAngelo Ball, if you didn't know, got caught up in China. He almost got sentenced to 10 to 20 years in jail for shoplifting. And Trump bailed him out. Trump went over there to China and got them for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe to improve his approval ratings in the country. I don't care. As long as I appreciate the fact that he got them out. To be honest, I don't know if he really should have, because if it had been someone else, they would have stayed in China for as long as China demanded them to stay. But whatever. I'm glad that he got them out of empathy. But LeVar Ball wasn't exactly grateful about the fact that his son was brought back by Trump. He said that if his son had been brought back on Trump's plane, that he would have thanked Trump. But Trump didn't bring LiAngelo back on his plane. He pretty much had LiAngelo free and then left. So I think Trump responded and called LeVar Ball an ungrateful fool, which I can't really blame him. LeVar Ball is pretty ungrateful and he is kind of foolish, but Trump really can't afford to behave like this. People are nitpicking at any little thing he does, and he really can't afford to be beefing with people like LeVar fucking Ball. LeVar Ball is a con artist. He sells shitty shoes for like $593, and they're not even worth it. His shoes look like garbage. They're hot garbage. They're fucking trash. And he goes out there on TV and he tells kids, "You ain't a big baller if you can't buy my shoes." Get the fuck out of here. Your shoes look like fucking ass. I might buy your shirts, I might buy your slides, but your shoes look like fucking garbage. He's got the nerve to sell his youngest son's shoes, the Mellow Ball ones. They look like fucking trash. I'm not even a shoe head. I don't even wear Jordans or any of that other shit. I only have it for sports purposes. But his fucking shoes are fucking garbage. Anyways, I'm getting off track. But yeah, I just don't understand why Trump is arguing with people like this. He's got shit to do. And to be honest, the fact that he's found time to just talk all this shit on Twitter just makes me wonder about what the fuck is he doing in the Oval Office. Not to say that he's being lazy, but what kind of work is he really doing in there? Because Obama came out of the Oval Office looking like someone split time on that nigga. But Trump, he just seems to be wasting as much time as he possibly can in there. He doesn't give a fuck. So at that point, I don't really know what to say. And also Trump apparently pissed people off in the NFL because he keeps getting pretty angry at them for kneeling, for all of them, for mostly kneeling during the Pledge of Allegiance. What I find interesting is that people honestly think that kneeling is going to solve anything. It's not going to solve shit. Look, if you have such a problem with police brutality, talk about police brutality. It's got little to do with race. I can pull up plenty of instances in which white cops killed white kids and then lied to the people in charge, told a completely different story from what the evidence showed, autopsy, fucking witnesses, and all that shit. And the cops told a completely different story, and they got off free. They got off free. This happens to everybody. The cops cannot be trusted. I'm sorry. I'm not one of those, fuck the police people, but they can't be trusted. They're people just like us. They're addicted to power. And when they get that gun and when they get that badge, they can make you do whatever it is they want you to do. Alright? If they want to fucking kill you for no other reason than you didn't get down when I told you to get down, they won't do that to you. A lot of people out there, are taking sides. White people are like, blue lives matter, blue lives matter. Black people are like, black lives matter. The fact of the matter is, the cops are all playing you fucking morons. The cops don't care if you're black or white. There are a few here and there that are concerned about your race and they're fucking race soldiers. But most of them are fucking, I would assume I would assume they're great people. Trump, I assume that they're great people. But, I assume they're great people, but a lot of them are out there just fucking around with people. You cannot trust cops. They're people. They're average people who really don't deserve power, and they're out there with guns and badges. They cannot be fucking trusted. When you encounter a cop, behave. Okay? The fact of the matter is, this NFL shit about take a kneel, it's not helping anything. These black kids are getting killed by cops, not because they're black, but because these cops get away with whatever the hell it is they want to get away with. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, the cops there are fucking scary. Even white people are scared of them. So if you have this idea that white people are in league with the fucking cops worldwide and America-wide, you're fucking wrong. Even white people fear the cops. The white people killed a fucking disabled or whatever mentally challenged fucking white kid in his fucking backyard. All he had was a broom in his hand. What was he gonna do? Jump on it and fly like a fucking witch? They shot the kid dead. They shot the kid dead in his backyard because he had a broom in his hand. What was that? Was a knife gonna spring out from the ends of the fucking broom? Was he fucking Darth Maul? Fucking assholes. And they killed him. They also killed a white guy in the hills of New Mexico. He was just camping out there, and they were like, hey, you can't be here. And after, hours of negotiation, he says, he relents. He's like, all right, I'll fucking leave, you fucking assholes. Then when he turns around to leave, they shoot him in the back, sick dogs on the guy, shoot him with fucking bean bags. It's crazy. He's already on the floor bleeding out from being shot multiple times. But people swear to God that the cops are all just trying to do the damn job and they're not hurting nobody. These fucking cops do whatever it is they want whenever they want. They're not people qualified to be in charge of you. They're everyday average citizens who have applied for a job to be your authority, and they're doing whatever it is they want to you, and you're fucking sucking their dick like they care about you. They don't care about you. That's not to say that there aren't people in the inner cities that cause problems with cops and then they get killed and all of a sudden everyone feels bad for them, because that is happening. Tamir Rice didn't deserve to die, but what the hell are you doing walking around with the orange tip of a fake gun taken off and you're sticking people up with a fake gun that looks real? Are you retarded? What are you doing? I'm not surprised the cops killed him. Cops are insane. And then Tamir Rice has a gun that looks real. Of course they pulled up on him and shot him. You have to be an idiot to do something like that, to walk around with a gun that looks real. Come on, man. Anyways, that's all I gotta say about this stuff. If you really want to solve this police brutality issue, you've got to attack the system at large. It's got nothing to do with the race. It's got everything to do with power and human addiction to power.